everyone, welcome back. So today I'm going to be doing a plan with me in my Hobonichi weeks. Okay, so I think I shared this last week or the week before, but I did decide to move back into my regular Hobonichi weeks instead of the Mega. Since I use a couple of other planners, I really don't need all the sheets, the notes pages that are in the Mega. So here is a look at this current week. I really didn't use a whole lot of stickers with the exception of like some smaller icons and things like that. That's kind of how I actually want to keep things because I really, really like it that way. So I'm going to take off my little clip there and then just kind of show you also what I decided to start doing in my notes pages though is that I will have this monthly tracker. This is January's, and then I just started on February's, and I kind of like this. I do also have this in my Hobonichi Cousin. I've had a few people ask me if I keep the notes in both planners, and I definitely do. It just works for me, so that's what I do. All right, so for this week, February 6th through the 12th, we're kind of going to start off the way that we normally start off, which is blocking off all of the areas of the planner how I want them blocked off. So I kind of still like having, actually I'm going to take this out of the cover. I just find it to be so much easier while I'm planning to not have the cover on, and I am using the Sarasa Dry in the 0.4. This is just one of my favorite pens to use in the Hobonichi. It actually does dry faster than most gel pens, so it's just a personal preference for me. I know a lot of people really, really like the like uni jet streams. I don't find them to be pigmented enough for me, so it doesn't work out for me. And then I'm just going to make like a kind of like a small column that we will use for a checklist. And then over here, what I'm going to do is block off this area similarly to what I did last week. Oops, and I think last week I created like this extra space for the weather to kind of have the weather and meal planning on this part of the page. I like how it turned out. Okay, that area is done, and then now what I'm going to do is just create this line right here to separate these two spaces. Okay, I really love the oatmeal color zig dot marker, so that's what I'm going to use to kind of write or color in, I guess you should say, the lines like I did over here. I'm just going to use my ruler as a guide so that I don't kind of like go all over the place. And then I'm going to do it over here as well. I haven't decided if I really want to do it in the smaller boxes. I didn't do that last week. It didn't turn out, it didn't really need to happen last week. But it's kind of cute and I almost want to do it now. Just have to go a little bit lighter so that the line stays thinner. Oh, it's like smudging. Leaned off my marker, but I think what I'm going to do is try to go as light as possible instead of pressing down. And then I'm just using like an extra piece of paper to clean off the tip of the marker so that whatever ink it picks up, it doesn't stay on the tip, if that makes sense. But yeah, it is picking up a little bit of that ink color. So, I don't totally love that, but it'll have to work. Okay, so over here, I typically just start off by writing any sort of appointments and things like that for the week. I'm also going to dot the days of the week. I just kind of like that. I do have to do it a couple of times because this is such a light marker, but it picks up the color like fairly quickly after you do it like a couple of times. I don't know, that's just what I personally like. All right, so I'm going to write in my work hours for this week first. Okay, and then once I've written in my work hours, I am going to take, I'm going to take these smaller dot stickers just to signify any smaller, any other events that are happening this week. So Friday night is going to be my Friday Night Live that I had to reschedule this past week because I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but I am still dealing with COVID and flu nonsense from back in December. Love that. And then on Saturday, I have a hair appointment at 10 o'clock, which I'm very excited that I was able to get in for that because my hair person was out for like a few weeks because she had a baby. And I didn't know if I was going to get in to see her before I went to go wild. So I'm very, very glad that I'm able to get in and see her. Okay, and then the other thing is marking down that it is my friend Meg's birthday and payday on Thursday. Okay, and then that's it so far for this side. Obviously, it will fill up throughout the week like it does over here. All right, let's move on to the right side of the page. So I've kind of got each area split up into two, and at the top will be the temperature for each day, and then the bottom half will be the meals for each day. And the stickers that I'll be using are from Randi Dot Plans. Okay, meals and weather are in. As far as meals go, I have everything done except for Wednesday because that's still up in the air, and then Saturday and Sunday, which I normally write in like after the fact because the weekends are just like that. They're just kind of, you know, fly by the seat of our pants. Okay, next up is putting my habit tracker up here, and I'm just going to also grab my stickers from Randi Dot Plans. She's got like the best stickers for all the Hobonichi things, so that's pretty much what I use. And I'm just going to use this sticker for the days of the week across here, and then write the same habits in that I had over here over on this page. Okay, so those are in for the week. And then I'm just going to create the area for the this week and then the sleep. This is a planner spot sticker. I'm just going to write it in myself this week because, you know, I like to live on the edge. And of course I immediately messed it up, but it's going to be just fine. And that's just where I'm going to put my to-dos for the week. So far this week we have tax prep, which I feel like is going to be from now until April. Go wild prep, which of course will be from now until the end of the month. Then I'll typically check over here just to see what things I didn't get done that need to be moved over, and there's really nothing that needs to get done. Actually, the rest of this I can check off for the week. Definitely need to meal plan and groceries. That will always be like an every week thing. And I think that's all for now. Obviously, I will add more things throughout the week as they come up, like I typically do. Like this week only started off with like 4 things, and then I gradually just added them in. Okay, and then I'm going to add in my sleep tracker, which I love doing. I haven't really been keeping up with it much in my Hobonichicousin. Can't seem to get words out today at all. But I'm going to try to keep up with it more in my weeks just because that's where I prefer to have it. All right, there we go. And then I'm just going to label it like I did last week and just put sleep right along here. Okay, now that everything is in there, I thought that I would add a little bit of decor. I love stickers from like Bare Necessities that are just kind of fun and neutral and also transparent because they do look better on the Hobonichi paper because it is kind of that off sort of yellow color. It's kind of hard to see on here though because of the brightness of my camera, but I really like this shelf here with all of the plants on it. And I'm kind of, whoa, I just totally ripped that sticker. I'm kind of kicking myself for not putting this at the top of the page. And I'll have to add that little piece afterwards, but I think it'll look okay over here. Yeah, for sure. Okay, now let's add the rest of this little sticker. Okay, that's better. And then I kind of want to add something over here. I'm just not sure what. Let's see. I think this little like keychain situation with the plant on it will look cute, and then maybe this monstera leaf up here. Okay, I actually really like how that looks. All right, so that is it for this week's Plan With Me in my Hobonichi weeks. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and if you are already subscribed, make sure you click that notification bell so that you know when my videos are posted here on YouTube. As always, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, everyone.